change the scenery. You like? This won't be too often. I'm just sitting in my room. We finna chat a little bit. This is really coming to the forefront because I have genuinely closed out this sick cycle of getting my heart broken, breaking my own heart, baby. And it all stemmed from the fact that I've been lusted after my whole life. You know, you develop early, and as early as I can definitively remember, I was 12 years old, had grown men trying to get at me, grown men talking about me. I would hear it when I walk by. Damn. Oh yeah, shit, I'll go to jail for that. Sir, you'd what? Crazy. You know I'm underage. I'll go to jail for that. Oh my God. That's from grown men. And from little boys, baby, the sexual harassment. Oh my God. They think it's funny to walk by you and smack your butt. First of all, ow, that hurt. Secondly, why would you do that? Why would you do that to me? Gripping on me, groping me, all of that. It was the very not good things of being lusted after. And really, nothing really good comes from being lusted after. But those were like the really big ones. The men being creeps and the little boys being pervs and okay with touching on you. And me being confused because like if you get SA'd or like R-worded, I thought that usually happens from like grown men. Why are you doing it? Is this the same thing? Is this SA? Is this harassment? I be thinking that in my head as a young girl, but it's like, is it? Or like, because they're my same age. I didn't get it. The earliest thing that I was deeply aware of when it comes to human connection and romantic connection was lust from a very young age. Before I even knew what lust meant, I had been experiencing the brunt of lust. Definitely at 12, and honestly, definitely before then. Because I could go even back as far as 9. When I was 9 years old, that's when the smacking booty and grabbing and groping started. And I like really remember, yeah, they started to touch on me and stuff. and that made me very sad. That made me very uncomfy, very weirded out. Ugh. Oh God. In the midst of that, I'm still craving the idea of love, the idea of true love, true connection in my head. Oh my gosh, I wanted it so bad, and I wanted it even more. I wanted it even better because I didn't get it. Only wanted it more because I knew I didn't have it. As soon as a guy like gave me a little bit more that I thought was more than literally a micrometer more than the rest of these lust-riddled fools was giving me, I would be like, oh my gosh, this is it. This has got to be it, right? Like, and I latched onto it because I see the sea of lust around me, okay? I see it very clearly. So if I got something that wasn't that, I latched onto it because I felt like, you know, it wasn't nothing else out there. It wasn't nothing else because the rest of it is just, the rest of it is lust. Because you can't build a true relationship off of lust. You can't do that. And the exceptions do not make the rule. I could not do anything without lust following me wherever I went. And so I wanted love so bad, and just right now, because the lust around me was really eating at my self-esteem and my self-worth and all of that for obvious reasons, you know? Like, damn, like, you don't think I'm more than a pretty face and a warm body? Like, come on, like, am I more than a pretty face and warm body? Now it got me hyper fixating on how I look, making sure my body is nice, making sure my face is good. Because if I'm not that, then what am I? Obviously nothing else, because nobody looks deeper than that. In my head, you know, that's what I thought. That was my experience. It led to this, honestly, the only thing I could call it is love addiction. It's like a drug. It literally was like a drug to me. I needed to get a fix. Anything that made me feel more than what it felt like when someone was just lusting after me. And the urgency, obviously, of wanting to get out of lust completely because I got my man now, so I don't gotta worry about none of this no more. It just had me keep on going into these constant cycles of this man not doing right. I am a D1 lever. I don't struggle through nothing I'm better than. First, there's the high of, oh my gosh, this might actually be it. Me being delusional and thinking like I can make it once I realize, maybe it's not it, but maybe I can make it. Realizing that, no, I can't make it. It's been some time, and now you really trying to get on me. Now you really trying to get me. Okay, yeah, it's not it. It was just lust, and it only ever was just lust, and now I got to leave. I cut my losses very early, but I was still left with the pain. Damn. Motherfuckers, they don't care, man. Am I worth loving? Apparently not. And boom, looking for love again. I cannot exist without it, because existing in lust was so painful. Having to leave all the time just left me being so lonely. Nobody looked deeper than surface level with me. And me being bipolar and everything, that's a whole nother situation that makes you feel so alone and isolated, because it immediately writes you off as crazy, and you don't even understand yourself. You don't understand why these things make you feel the way they do, and you don't even understand yourself. Nobody understands you. Now you are alone, and you don't even feel safe within your own body. With recent events, I was so tired of being lusted after. I caught it. Clocked it immediately. First meet up, you don't even barely want to talk to me, you just want to kiss me. Obviously lust, I'm familiar. It literally felt like an out-of-body experience in this latest situation. I felt like I was watching a movie. Like, this whole situation was like a movie. It's like I wasn't even there. It's like the emotions that I was experiencing wasn't even my own. It's almost like this, the greater part of my conscience was in this new version and was just observing the rest of the old version work and see, like, oh, you're gonna feel this way after you do this. You're gonna feel this way after this happens. If he does this or he doesn't do this, this is how you're gonna feel. And it would happen every time, and I would feel it, right? But then it's also, it's like I was observing, like, that's what I said would happen. That's how it always goes. Love addiction really manifests itself in this connection. If he wouldn't text or call me, I would get so sad. I was so desperate for love and trying to latch on to whatever micrometer of love I could find in it. It's like that was like the bulk of the connection. It would be words not matching up with actions, and me being sad about that. My fears being proven to me over and over again that this has nothing to do with genuine love, and me not wanting to be alone because I know what I had to do. I know I had to leave once again. I went through a good period of just not liking being alone at all. Ooh, I didn't like it at all. No, please, anything but that, anything. Like, no one gets you. No one understands you, and no one cares to. The most recent situation, it all crescendoed into him saying over and over again, come see me, come see me, come see me. Like being mean to me. And then being like, oh, I just miss you so bad. Oh, I just feel so deeply for you. That's why I act like this. And I feel like you got time for everybody else but me. I just miss you so bad. And I just want you here. You make me feel so good. Sweet things and stuff. We both know what you wanted to take place if I was to come see you. I don't want to do that with somebody I don't got a true connection with. Like, ew, that is disgusting. And when it happened, I kept on putting it off. I get a text. Come see me today. A demand. Come see me today. 7 in the morning. 7 in the morning is my first day off of work. I'm thinking I'm gonna sleep in. I get a phone call. You gonna come see me today? I'm just like, tomorrow will be better because insert family stuff. Right. Bye. Doot, doot, doot. Hung up. Just hung up on me. Didn't say nothing, didn't text me, didn't call me after. That was one of the most blatant displays of, yeah, this ain't nothing but lust, baby. It's like the rest of me, the rest of my conscience that was here, still perpetuating my own suffering, finally came over to the light side, and to the rest of me that is just sitting in this knowing of what I don't want, because doing that in the name of love ain't gotten you nowhere but hurt. I did what I always do, which is dip, cut my losses as early as I could. Don't need no conversation, no clarifications, no closure. All of that was wrapped up into one. And that last phone call when you hung up on me because I said I wouldn't come and see you today, you wanted me to come and see. This is my confirmation that it was what it was the whole time. Mind you, I had gotten plenty of confirmations along the way, but they were more painful. And I didn't want to accept it. But all boiled up to this, and it's like, yeah, I could have told you that a month ago. Whatever ideal version of love in your head you got, it pales in comparison to the love that he has in store for you on his timing. Had that epiphany. Like, my whole consciousness has shifted. Leveling up is just really knowing and discovering the difference between addicted love and authentic love. Authentic love obviously comes from within. What if I love myself? How about that? How about that? What if I work through my demons, work through my trauma, uncover these beautiful parts of myself that I've been hiding out of trauma, and loving those parts of me once I find them again? How about that? Nobody else's love can take away from my own or really affect my own, because I have it in abundance already. I have it in abundance already. I'm not yearning for it anymore. That whole last situation brought me anything but peace. And as soon as it was in my mind that it's over and done with, and that I'm over and done with anything like it, I felt this deep sense of peace that I haven't felt when it comes to relationships in so long. All that lust that I've been dealing with, it really did it hurt me so bad. So I was afraid of it, and I was afraid of being single because I felt like it put me in a situation to keep on dealing with lust all the time. Like, working through all those things internally and my wounds with love and lust, and letting it go, dealing with it, facing it, working through it, letting it go, turning it into, alchemizing it and turning it into something beautiful, and then loving it within myself. I really have dealt with so much pain because of this. I've cried so many nights alone because of this. And I feel so free now. I feel so free now because I feel like the rest of my consciousness has shifted over to the version of me that was just observing. Throughout the whole connection, I was kind of detached. I haven't given a lot of myself to any connection in a long time. Now I don't have to deal with not giving a lot of myself to a connection anymore because I clocked the lust, because I'm not even dealing with no connections that are based off of lust. I'm not afraid of lust anymore. I'm not afraid of the pain that lust gives me. You know why I was afraid of the pain that lust gave me? Because I kept on feeding into lust in the name of love. Staying on this path means I love myself more. I no longer have to even worry about love addiction anymore and all the pain that came with it. I don't have to, because I love myself so much. For so long, I've already known all the ins and outs of love addiction and lust, but I kept on dealing with it because I thought that maybe somehow, some way, I could find the exception. The rule is the rule, and the exception don't make the rule. And don't think that you're gonna win the lottery, baby. Like, I say that because I could win the lottery. Win the lottery in that sense. Cheers to those past connections, because they helped me finally get to this point before 20 years old. Like, yeah, that's what's up. In the end, I'm especially grateful for this past situation as well. This connection really was like completely written out in my head because I had clocked the lust the very minute we first met. And so everything that I knew would happen, because I know lust so well, happened. It made me even more assured in the fact that I know what the fuck I'm talking about, and I know how I feel is real, and I know how to avoid it. I would get into this fact of, what if I say no to the wrong guy? If I say no, like, maybe I missed out on the love of my life. Please. Final phone call came. The end was finally there. I felt this. I ain't never felt such peace in my life. That was the reason for that last situation I was in, to get to this point. To get to this point of actually not being a victim of addicted love, and just being a recipient and a perpetrator of authentic love. Lust took its toll on me early in life, but I feel like I actually also faced that as well. Came to terms with it and have let it go. I won't lower myself and my standards in the name of this ideal version of love in my head, because, like I said, it pales in comparison to what God has in store for me when it comes to romantic love. I know that. Why even chase that in the first place? Like, what? Whatever anyone else is going through, if it's similar, I hope that in the end you find that peace and that love within yourself, and enough wherewithal in yourself to always say no to what you know ain't for you, because you know that you're worth more than whatever that had going on. You know that you're better than whatever that had going on, and you're not scared of being alone, and not scared of being lost in the sea of lust, because you're not lost. You're not lost, baby. I'm in a yacht in this sea of lust, and I'm good. I am good. There's so many things that I do want to talk about. There's past situations I want to talk about. There's advice I want to give, like actually true, like step-by-step things and examples and everything. But that'll be in the works. Yes. Yes. Yeah. All right. And that's all. Made this far. Love you, baby. Love you so much. And I will see you when I see you. I hope that anything I said helped you at least a tiny bit. Hopefully, maybe you relate a little bit. I don't know. If you relate a little bit, girl, I'm sorry. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. But once you like get on the other side of that, man, you ain't never felt no peace and love like this. You ain't never felt no peace and love like this. Love from within and love from God, love from source. Ooh, baby. Now that is addicting. And it's not even, like, it doesn't even feel like an addiction. It just feels right. It just feels right. I still don't know how to end videos, baby. I'm gonna talk to you later.